Ladies and gentlemen, we are up massively on the Alibaba leaps that were called out. We are also up yesterday on the APLD addition to the long-term portfolio, up about 9% on the day. This stock continues to rally, which was a call out yesterday in Discord. If you guys don't know, I believe I talked about it on YouTube very briefly. And then we are also up very massively on the Webull position, accumulating under $11. Now Bull, ticker symbol BULL, Webull, is trading at 15.45, up another 7% today, gaining legs. Guys, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Watch until the end of the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn post notifications on. And if you want call outs and trades just like this, make sure to be in the Discord. Is the top link in the description of the video. Without further ado, like the video, let's get into it. Guys, the SPY has faked us out to the downside below this wedge, and then it came up and it faked us out to the upside above this wedge. And at this moment, there is no trade to take on the SPY for any sort of swing, as it is way too risky in my personal opinion. I don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'll say it and I'll say it again. We have gotten perfectly to the levels that I set for us. One, we bounced right above 618. Two, we rejected right before 629.70. At this point, we have not had confirmation, and this is exactly why you need to wait for confirmation as a trader. Because if we got above this and we close and we open, that's confirmation. And same thing as if we got beneath this, and the SPY is still playing a waiting game. As far as crypto goes, we are getting a little bit of consolidation. People would call Bitcoin a double top and that we're coming down lower and we're selling off. I don't think that is the case. I think the only warning signal we could get is if Bitcoin broke back beneath 113,000. Then I would put eyes on, whoa, maybe this is over temporarily for a little while. As far as altcoins go, we are seeing a little bit of a pullback on some specific ones, including Bonk. But Bonk is something, and this goes for plenty of charts right now. This is the time where you have to take a deep breath, and instead of enjoying these gains that you're getting, which you definitely have to do, bring it to the weekly time frame. Bring it to a macro time frame. In other words, zoom out. You have to look at the weekly time frame, and you can see these insanely strong candles, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row on Bonk. And this is basically to cover more so than Bonk, but other altcoins. XRP has hit all-time highs. We are back to $3.42 on XRP, which is just insane. We actually got all the way up today to $3.67 as XRP has just been on a tangent, continuing to rip higher. Guys, if you own XRP, drop it in the comments down below. Just put XRP family. I would love to see who owns XRP. I personally don't have it right now. I have traded XRP, but I don't own XRP. But right now, it is showing extreme signs of strength, and I assume, yeah, weekly time frame as well, showing extreme signs of strength. And these could just be showing us what is to come, as that altcoin season, quote unquote, that we saw in November that lasted very briefly may have just been the first leg up for a way bigger move. And what's so interesting about this is we have more capital inflows that are going to come into the crypto market with things being passed alongside this as well. Trump to sign an executive order as soon as this week that would allow 401k retirement plans to invest into crypto, which is opening a $9 trillion market for basically capital inflow for alternative investments like crypto, gold, and private equity. On top of that, Ethereum has lagged behind Bitcoin. It has lagged behind in general. But right now we're showing strength as things consolidate and things pull back. Ethereum is doing the complete opposite. It is trading at 3,500, which is still not at Ethereum highs of 4,855 or something, give or take some change, right? Something around that region. And we also have until I think mid-September to possibly hit a peak mid to late September. That goes based off of cycles. But at the same time, we have to watch this. We have to evaluate this. Lottery sucks. Are you calling for higher highs on everything? I'm not necessarily calling for it. I'm just saying watch if this, then that. Wait for it. If this, then that. right now, there is nothing confirming that the bull trend is over. In fact, it's confirming the opposite, that we are gaining momentum to the upside, especially for altcoins, as Bitcoin, crypto as a whole, get a little bit of a breather. Now, another institution purchased 30 million shares in AMC yesterday, worth about $83 million. AMC also saw its largest day for net call option premium again on Thursday, targeting $3.50 and $4 calls. Analysts and traders piled in with 1.1 million in net call premium, which is the largest in 30 days and higher than last Friday, which leads me into AMC about to get a breakout move. But before we talk about that, we also saw a consolidated audit trail error date. Well, actually a couple with massive errors. But once again, one specific date, which is June 25th, showing 237 million, almost 238 million trade errors. Now, this would bring us out to one, you have a T plus 35 settlement date, but then you have a T plus 3 settlement date before the covering date. So this could come all the way out to August 1st before we could see anything severe. But we also saw a T plus 35 date land on today from the FTDs that were printed June 12th. So what is happening? Well, clearly there was no forced covering today, which makes me think that these were rolled into ETFs, which makes me think that there's a lot of swapping going on and trying to kick the can going on. But what I can see on the back end, on the back burner, is that the rest of the baskets, including Unity, is not cooling off, is not taking a break. Unity ran very quickly from $24 to $39, basically having a short squeeze, and this probably isn't over. I think Unity does have some legs to get to $50. I'm going to put that out there right now. But I do think GameStop's going to follow. In fact, these baskets, I think Chewy up 2% today is our first signal that things are getting ready to melt up. GameStop and Chewy, the ones that lagged behind. All of these baskets are usually trading in tandem. And I think Unity as well as AMC is giving us this front run for this. Now, if you missed the train on these, hopefully we get that shuffle into GameStop as well as Chewy. And ultimately, that is what it's looking like. Alongside the bars pattern that we have drawn out, GameStop is sitting at a beautiful spot or a beautiful setup for next week to kind of bring us higher. The first level that we're watching for, I think at any point if we close above $25.32 and we open above that, then GameStop is likely going to have fast moves up. But as you can see, especially during this flat trading right here, volatility has dried up on GameStop. Volume is gone. There's no volatility here. You're not going to see these moves. But if we get a catalyst, best case scenario, it's going to be in overnight trading when the liquidity is extremely low. Now, if I take the drawings out right here, what we can also see is one, yes, we got the weekly golden cross on GameStop, which is extremely bullish, but two, the Bollinger Bands are insanely contracted right now, which almost every single time, in fact, every single time usually, but they don't get this contracted. We only saw them get this contracted in early May of 2024 back here, which is exactly the bars pattern that it lines up with where we're trading at right now. In fact, and following that, you get a major expansion of the Bollinger Bands with a large move in the stock price. This is just usually what happens. I mean, you can see in a contraction right here, then a major move up, and then the same thing right here, major move up. You can go down the line and find those. So I think this is a good indicator that we are about to break out higher, and it's just lagging behind a little bit. But I like that. I enjoy that because I think this gives us more time to basically collect free money and position ourselves for that move. And this time actually, maybe sell on a good move on some call options, not shares. And I don't expect you to follow. I'm telling you what I'm doing, and I expect your paper trading when you are watching these videos. Now, AMC's testing a crucial level at 355 to 365. If we get a breakout above this level, this is sort of a wedge that AMC has been in and has rejected off of. And normally, following today, coming into next week, if this was a normal technical period, you would essentially see a hard sell-off, bringing AMC to lower lows. Do I think that is going to happen? No, I do not think that is going to happen. I assume that we get a breakout. Especially AMC is notorious for testing 4 times a specific level before absolutely cracking it like a monster. And I think we have a shot at doing this right now. So all things are aligning coming into next week. The first thing I can tell you is between 385 and 431 are the simple levels that AMC can easily get to, and it's not going to be fun until we break out of those levels. Yes, this will be a nice little gain right here, but until we break above these levels, then we start, zooming out, looking at a little bit more enjoyable levels between 7 and 13 to 26 to 40 to so on and 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 so on. So you guys understand that. You get what I'm saying that right now. Last but not least, we talked about BYON right when it was breaking out of this descending resistance level. And since then has been climbing. It's up another 9% today, with these call outs just being absolutely beautiful. This was up about 45% since the call out early June. So that's a beautiful move as well. I don't think BYON is over, but just be careful. If you planned on getting in this late after it's already moved a little bit, I believe the short interest is absurdly high on this. So if we get any sort of catalyst or, good earnings, which is July 28th, this thing could rip heads off. Maybe shorts are quietly covering coming into earnings. We are seeing volume fade on this move higher though, so just be weary. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Don't forget, guys, the top link in the description is for the Discord. And so many of you, every single person watching the video should join the Discord. Come join the family. Talk stocks and crypto all day long. If you're taking your trading or investing seriously, you would be in the Discord right now, guys. You will not regret it. One trade pays for Discord forever, basically. So that is my opinion. Get in the Discord. It's also amazing family in there. There are no bad questions, and you get tons and tons and tons of benefits. Also, if you want me to cover a specific ticker, come hit this link right here, drop something down there, and drop the ticker. That is it, guys. I love you all. God bless. Lottery Socks out.